40-year-old daily wager Dharmendra is out every day at this labor market in Noida in Uttar Pradesh, hoping to find some work. His wife and 8-year-old child sweat it out with him in the sweltering sun. There is an orange to red alert issued by the IMD for several parts of northern India, including Delhi, the national capital region, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana. Authorities have advised people to stay indoors during afternoon hours, but it is not an option for this migrant family like lakhs of others.
कमाई नहीं का दिन लगता है का दिन नहीं लगता है सवेरे आते हैं 7 बजे एक एक डेढ़ तक बजे तक देखते हैं टाइम
If they find some work, they can earn around 800 to 900 rupees in a day after 6 to 8 hours of hard physical labor with hardly any facilities of adequate drinking water or cooling zone breaks.
कि आप यहाँ पे बाहर जब मजदूरी करने के लिए जाती हैं और इतने धूप में भीषण गर्मी में काम कर रही हैं, क्या क्या मुश्किल होता है आपको?
मुश्किल होती है, बहुत सी मुश्किल झेलनी पड़ती है मैम। कहीं पानी मिलता है, कहीं नहीं मिलता है। बच्चे को लेके धूप में काम करना पड़ता है। मालिक खड़े होके काम कराता है। बहुत बहुत दिक्कत झेलनी पड़ती है। नहीं, कुछ भी सुविधा नहीं है मैम। ऐसी बैठने नहीं देते मालिक लोग। अगर हम 10-15 मिनट बैठ जाएं उसके भी पैसे काट लेते हैं। बच्चे को लेके बहुत सी दिक्कत होती है मैम। गर्मी से क्या कर मैम, पेट के खातिर जूझना पड़ता है। बच्चा है, बच्चे की पढ़ाई लिखाई के बारे में सब हमें ही, रूम का किराया है, खाना खर्चा सब देखना पड़ता है। मजबूरी में करना पड़ रहा है मैम, काम नहीं है कहीं।
बच्चे का तबीयत ठीक रहता है?
बच्चे की अभी 2-3 दिन में पहले बीमार हो चुका था, अभी बीमारी से उठाया। क्या करें, साथ घर पे कोई है नहीं है तो इसलिए साथ ले जाना पड़ता है।
The extreme heat conditions are straining people as patients line up in hospitals with heat stroke symptoms to neurological effects in children. The capital city this week recorded its warmest May night in nearly 14 years as the minimum temperature settled at 32.4 degrees Celsius, 5.7 degrees above the season's normal.
You know, the thing about heat waves is that we normally in our headlines chase the maximum temperature reached during a day. But the body works on cycles of exposure to heat and then relief. Therefore, night temperatures are actually really important. Very often we see maximum deaths on the hottest nights, not the hottest days. Same is the case with the duration of the heat waves. If you have a few days of heat and then you get respite, the body gets a chance to recover. With prolonged heat waves and hotter nights, it's taking a toll on the human body. We still don't have enough data to pinpoint how much longevity would be impacted. But in terms of near future impacts, it is very, very clear. There are very clear evidences of heat stress, not even heat stroke. Heat stress is when you don't really land up in a hospital, but you feel the impact and your productivity goes down. You're not able to turn up for work the next day. Children are not able to focus on their studies in school. And that is a deeper impact on productivity that we are seeing. Estimates run into billions of dollars annually. The work that Chintan is doing right now, and from Seeds we are providing technical support from Seeds Technical Services. So what we are doing in South Delhi in an area called Dakshinpuri, we are looking at a cohort of 500 houses. In half of these houses we have done interventions like cool roofs, like insulation, like better ventilation. And we are trying to then monitor the health of the occupants across these houses where we have intervened and the 250 houses where we have not.
97 out of the 100 hottest cities in the world are in India today, as per AQI.in, raising serious questions about the country's long-term climate resilience.
Well, it's a deadly summer, and the death toll because of this extreme heat wave is on the rise in many states, particularly in Telangana down south, where at least 16 people have lost their lives so far. The local journalists are claiming that the actual death toll is way higher already. Now, the authorities have announced an ex gratia amount of 4 lakh rupees for the families of the victims. We are also seeing setting up of the hydrating zones, the cooling zones all the way from Hyderabad to Delhi. There is going to be no respite in sight for many days moving forward. And the problem is that we continue to focus on short-term measures, essentially about issuing the weather warnings, the advisories, asking people to dress up, in light clothes, to not go out in the heat, to not step outdoors, to work from home where possible. But these are measures that certain sections of society can of course follow and implement, not the poorest of the poor. What India really needs is long-term policy planning, because recent studies have been pointing to the fact that there is a serious adverse effect of extreme heat wave on pregnancy outcomes, on mental, emotional health of children. People's behavior has been changing. As it is, we seem to be a society which is forever angry, which is forever at war with itself, and there is a lot of aggression on the rise. For the poor and the vulnerable, forget air-conditioned spaces, even fans are a luxury. And when they turn on the fans, what they actually get is garam hawa or loo. With Sarthak Tandon, here in Noida, I'm Smita Sharma.